very tall tale of Ranger the Great Pyrenees and his friend, the adorable Miss Keys, written by Danielle A. Vann. If you haven't heard the story of Ranger, Great Pyrenees, and his fine skunk friend Keys, then you haven't heard the tallest tale of all tall tales. Ranger and Miss Keys became best friends on the delightful Miss Darlene Darcy Doppler's unique farm. I suppose I should tell you how Keys came to meet Ranger in the first place. It's a rather sad tale, I must say. Keys' mama Daffodil was a real stinker. She had been around humans so long she learned a few songs and dance numbers and longed to be a star. When she heard that a circus train had pulled into town, Daffodil knew what she had to do. Keys would start a new life on that funny little farm right outside of town. And just like that, Daffodil traded a skunk's life for the bright lights of being a superstar. No one could blame her. She was quite good. With a simple wave goodbye and an air kiss, Daffodil set off for a life she truly couldn't miss. Miss Darlene was worried about sweet baby Keys, so she introduced her to Ranger the Great Pyrenees. Instantly, the two became best friends, and so the sad part of our story has come to an end. Ranger and Keys' friendship grew quite well, and they dreamed of their own adventurous tale. The two packed a bag, Keys jumped aboard, and the best friends were off to see the world. Can you imagine the sight of Ranger and Miss Keys riding bareback down the street? We love Ranger! Go Keys and Ranger! We love Keys! People passing by jumped from their cars to take a quick snapshot of this marvelous sight, and soon the word spread far and wide. After hundreds of miles, the pair sat down with a famous newspaper man. The news had caught wind that this peculiar pair had proclaimed that they would travel as far as their paws would carry them. "We can and we will," they told the newspaper man. And that is just what they did. Until one cold night, when the snow had set in, Ranger tucked Keys deep in his folds of fur, but sweet Keys was still too cold. Ranger knew the pair needed help escaping the snow, so he started yelping in hopes that someone would hear, and someone did hear his loud yelps for help. It just so happened that Miss Lolly, a ranch hand from up the road, learned to speak Great Pyrenees during her time in the rodeo. She rescued the pair and got them both warm. She even fed them tacos from the place up the road. Since Miss Lolly could understand her new friend, she wanted to hear all about their adventures firsthand. Ranger told her of all the great sights they had seen. They had done as they had said they would do, and traveled all over from here to Timbuktu. Yet, there was someone and someplace they were missing quite badly. That someone was Miss Darlene, and that place was their home on that unique 22-acre farm. Lolly could see the look in Ranger's eyes and instantly knew what she had to do. She picked up a pen and helped the pair write a letter to their dear friend. It read, "Dear Miss Darlene Darcy Doppler, greetings from Texas. Yee-haw! We have adventured far and wide. We met a kind lady, Miss Lolly, who has agreed to see us home. We shall travel by train as far as our feet are quite weary. The train should arrive at high noon, the one near the rock quarry. This life has been such fun, but we are ready to settle back at home. Love, Ranger and Miss Keys." Miss Lolly bundled up the pair and sent the letter express. She purchased 3 tickets on the northbound train, leaving the next day. Sometimes, Miss Lolly smiled, home is truly the best place to be. As the trio climbed aboard the train, they saw the most marvelous of sights, Miss Daffodil, the stinker, kicking up her heels. On that train headed back to Miss Darlene, Keys caught up with her mama. The reunion was quite charming. When the train pulled into the station, Miss Darlene was waiting. Daffodil realized her mistake and begged Keys to stay. While Keys really missed her mama, she missed the slow life on the farm a bit more. The odd duo bounded down the stairs, and into the waiting arms of Miss Darlene they fled. The traveling twosome had missed their sweet friend. Miss Darlene thanked Miss Lolly with a firm handshake. Miss Lolly tipped her hat and bade the pair adieu. I'm so glad to have you home. See what best friends can do, even a pair as unlikely as you. The friends loaded up and headed back to the farm. Finally, Miss Darlene whispered, our home feels warm again. Ranger and Keys both cheered when they saw a sign that read, Welcome. They had missed their friends. Perhaps that is the best part of our tall tale. A traveling doggy and skunk are surely a curious duo, but best friends are best friends, no matter how unusual. Home sweet home, welcome. If you ever happen to stumble upon that offbeat farm, you should stop in and say hey. The most unusual friendships are formed there every day.